spaceship racing game was released in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance. It was the first F-Zero game on a handheld system, and it steers away from the N64 and GameCube titles by borrowing a similar style to the SNES Classic. Apart from being a great game in terms of gameplay and music, what really makes Maximum Velocity special is just how revolutionary it looked for the time, especially on a Game Boy Advance. Just like all the other titles, F-Zero Maximum Velocity is another game where you play as futuristic spaceship cars in a sort of futuristic city, and you have to score first place with the things you have at hand. Normally the power bar and a few boosts. In terms of visuals, the game features a pretty vibrant color palette, once again, much like the original title. The sky looks great, so does the little background design, and of course, the vehicles themselves. While the game may look like nothing special nowadays, for 2001, this is quite impressive to see on a handheld. I mean, just 2 years before, the big Game Boy title was Pokemon Gold, which wasn't really a big deal when it came to visuals. As for the gameplay, you get a lot of modes to choose from, mainly 3. A training mode, where you can practice your skills, the multiplayer mode, where you can link up to 4 players via link cable, and the main thing, the Grand Prix mode, where you compete in various cups such as Pawn, Knight, and Bishop, and you can choose the difficulty as well. On an actual match, it's the usual F-Zero formula. You got a bunch of other cars, you get 5 laps per track, and each new lap gives you a boost that you can use by using the shoulder buttons. Each track has a few obstacles, usually an off-road section where your car will slow down, and stuff like dash pads and ramps that can help you depending on how you use them. Now this is something that doesn't get appreciated enough, especially for this game. This game has beautiful sound design, music, and just the overall atmosphere is great. The game starts with this amazing futuristic space theme that, to me, growing up with this game, is just iconic. Then each match has its own theme, making you incredibly excited for what's about to happen in this match. When your car blows up or something, the song becomes quite upsetting, letting you know exactly what you've done. When it's all over, you get your results with a pretty calm background track. And this music, along with this early 2000s space futuristic design, it just creates something amazing. It was pretty hard to create an atmosphere on the old Game Boys where you barely had any color, or the graphics were just not enough for you to get anywhere with that. But here, even with super basic 3D that you can barely call 3D, you can create something truly magical. As someone who grew up with this game and had this game as my first game ever, F-Zero Maximum Velocity just manages to create a completely magical experience. No matter when you play it, what age you are, it's just absolutely insane how Nintendo managed to create so much with so little, with just a basic little racing game. Thankfully, I'm not the only one with this opinion. It spawned a couple of sequels still on the Game Boy Advance, and while the series kinda went on a hiatus after this, I gotta say, this and F-Zero GX is a pretty good way to end the series. If you give this game a try, you're gonna have a pretty cool experience. It's a pretty good game, great visuals, great gameplay, great sound, great music, everything. Anyway, if you enjoyed any of this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and tell me what you would like to see next. And with all of that said, I wish you all a very nice day.